Kings, queens, and eights. If he can do that for the next two streets, he will double up. The turn. It's a king. Tom is drawing dead. Tom Kroll eliminated in 5th place.
Nothing he could do there. He flopped top pair. Billy played his hand correctly as well. Was open-ended straight draw, applied the pressure, knocked him out.
Tom is standing by with Meredith. Let's see if he has any objections.
Well, you're a lawyer by trade. If you could talk your way out of this, what would your argument be?
You know, I don't know if I'd talk my way out of it. I think I'm pretty pleased with the way I played throughout the tournament. A lot of quality players, and definitely had a great time. And I think it was a well-run tournament, and playing with the grinder in the mouth was a real thrill.
Wonderful. I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much, and congratulations to you, Tom.
Thank you.
More action still to come on the Deep Stacks Poker Tour from here in Niagara Falls.
Delta 13, the true legend of Rex.
Seneca! Experience the thrill of anticipation. A feeling so incredible, so indulgent, that you simply can't help but let it all out. It all feels so perfect. Why keep it to yourself? Seneca Niagara Casino and Hotel. Excitement worth sharing.
The Zoom is a unique lens attachment for Connect, which significantly reduces the play range needed to enjoy Connect. With the Zoom attached, you can now stand closer to your TV while still being accurately tracked by the Connect sensor. The Zoom's wide-angle lens enables two players to stand farther from each other at a distance that would normally only accommodate a single player. Once attached, gamers are able to play up to 40% closer to the Connect sensor than before. The Zoom, the play range reduction lens only from Nyko.
Welcome back to Seneca Niagara Hotel and Casino. I'm Meredith McCannell, and this is the Deep Stacks Poker Tour.
Thank you, Meredith. And with our most recent elimination, we are now four-handed. Everyone is guaranteed at least 22K, and they seem pretty happy about it. Let's get back to it. Blind still at 12-24 with a 3K ante. Action on Nick Getz, under the gun with Queen 9 off suit.
Looks like he's coming in for a raise here. He's recently doubled up, so he's four-handed, opening his raising range a little bit. I think it's perfectly fine.
Nick has raised it up to 55,000. Actions folded around the Billy Vogel. Pocket eights.
This is a spot where he could either re-raise or call, just depending on the opening raiser and his image.
Billy does call.
Same goes for Lou here. If he wants to just flat call and play a smaller pot out of position, or he could 3-bet and try to pick up the dead money out there.
That would be known as a squeeze, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. You do know something about poker.
Ding. Well, let's see if Lou is going to squeeze. He does, in fact, squeeze. He raises to 160,000.
That's pretty good bet sizing. The open, I think, was 55,000, so typically you want to do a little more than 3x, and you're out of position, sometimes 4x, so it's okay.
Nick gets out of the way. Back around to Billy.
Luckily, Lou accomplished what he wanted. He wanted at least one player out of the pot.
Doesn't look like Billy's going anywhere.
That's okay for Lou. He's got control of the pot, and he's in position.
Billy's made the call. Let's see the flop. Ace 10-7, rainbow. Top pair for Lou.
It's a great flop for Lou. He flops top pair, gets checked too. Lou might want to play a small pot and disguise his hand here.
Billy's checked on over to Lou. Lou checks behind. To the turn. Jack of spades on the turn. Two pair now for Lou.
Yeah, Lou makes two pair here, top two. Straight gets there with king queen, but after getting checked to twice, I'm pretty sure he knows he has the best hand here. He wanted to play the flop a little cautiously. Now he's going to go for value.
How much value will he go for? 120,000. That's the ticket to Value Town, and Billy says, I'm not buying. Lou's going to take this pot down.
Oh, he's trying to get him to pick one. But I don't think Billy wants to see.
Well, the Deep Stacks Poker Tour brings the stars to every event. You can take your pick of several big-name pros at each and every stop. Let's meet one of those big-name pros who played in this event here in Niagara Falls in a segment we like to call Profiles.
It's just been a thrill ride for the last 16 years since I started my poker career, and I started since I was 15 years old. Now I'm already 31, and so far it's been a blast, and I hope it goes for the next 31 more years. Nowadays, everyone's like, 18 years old playing poker. It's not like it used to be before. You had like an older crowd mixed with a younger crowd. Now it's all young guys out there. I actually enjoy the ups and downs of the game, and it's I've seen the highs and I've seen the lows. My mother always thought maybe I'd be a doctor. Every mother wants they can be a doctor or a lawyer, but I saw that poker paid a lot more. You want your kids to be happy whatever they do in life, and if they choose to play poker, then I'll accept that. But if they have to be as good or better than me, then I'll accept it. If not, then they'll have to choose another career. Michael the Grinder Mizrachi. I'm from Miami, Florida, and I earned $12 million in poker winnings. It's grind time.
Grinder actually finished 14th in this event, just barely missing out on the final table. Action is back underway with our last four players. Billy Vogel's under the gun, looking down at Queen 9 offsuit. Looks like he's going to bump it up.
He's making the same play we saw Nick make earlier in the previous hand, raising Queen 9 offsuit under the gun. Got to open your range four-handed.
Lose dish 4-9 offsuit. Nick folds as well. Over to Mike in the big blind, who's got King 7 off.
I'd like to see a 3-bet rather than a call. But I'd like to see a fold overall, I think. And he makes a call. King 7 just doesn't play that good out of position.
Mike chooses option 3. The flop is 4 deuce queen, 2 hearts. Action is on Mike.
This is the problem, calling with King 7 offsuit out of position. You're almost likely always going to face a continuation bet from a person who has a lot of chips. And when you miss the flop, what are you going to do?
Billy did continuation bet for $35,000. Very small bet, lower than his initial raise, and he's been check raised by Mike. Is check raising even allowed here?
It is allowed. It's actually a good play here. He's just hoping that Billy doesn't have anything because Billy's been so active and aggressive, but Billy does have top pair. Could get in a little trouble here.
Billy obviously going nowhere. He does make the call. Let's see the turn. Deuce of clubs pairs the board. Action on Mike once again.
This is a bad card for Mike to continue his bluff. No draws got there, so it's really hard for him to represent a hand.
I'm all in.
And Mike shoves all in.
Wow, Billy instantly
Billy
calls.
with the crying call. The crying insta-call.
Yeah, the deuce of clubs was just a bad turn card to bluff. You can't really represent anything. But it started with Mike calling with King 7 offsuit, out of position. I don't really feel like he had a plan. He just stuck with a bluff and got a little impatient.
Well, Mike's going to need to hit a king and only a king, else he's going to be our 4th place finisher, and it's a 4. Not going to do it for Mike Wachowski. He will walk away with just over $22,000 for his efforts.
Mike played well. One hand, one unfortunate bluff. That's all it takes in tournament poker.
Well, Mike is standing by with Meredith.
How do you feel about your finish?
I feel like I played good poker today and yesterday, the past couple of days. I wish I could have won it, as, anyone wants to win, but I gave it my all. I'm happy the way I finished, and that's the way it goes.
When we get back, action continues three-handed, but in the meantime, check out our website, deepstacks.com, to see when we'll be coming to a casino near you.
The Zoom is a unique lens attachment for Connect, which significantly reduces the play range needed to enjoy Connect. With the Zoom attached, you can now stand closer to your TV while still being accurately tracked by the Connect sensor. The Zoom's wide-angle lens enables 2 players to stand farther from each other at a distance that would normally only accommodate a single player. Once attached, gamers are able to play up to 40% closer to the Connect sensor than before. The Zoom, the play range reduction lens only from Nyko.
Experience the thrill of anticipation. A A feeling so incredible, so indulgent, that you simply can't help but let it all out. It all feels so perfect. Why keep it to yourself? Seneca Niagara Casino and Hotel. Excitement worth sharing.
Every day we take care of our needs. No matter the lengths we must go. And to fulfill these needs, we have choices, some more basic than others. But what if your decision also satisfied the needs of someone else? By providing healthy solutions and building sustainable communities around the world, wouldn't your choice be clear? Worldwide Water does just that. By delivering clean drinking water to people in need, Worldwide Water nurtures the growth of healthy communities, one bottle at a time. With every bottle you purchase, an equal bottle is given. Bottle for bottle, case for case, it's that simple. So make the choice that brings the world together. Worldwide Water. One bottle refreshes 2 lives. For more information, visit oneworldwidewater.com.
Welcome back to the Deep Stacks Poker Tour at the Seneca Niagara Casino. We are now 3-handed. Let's check out our leaderboard brought to you by PokerNews.com. As you can see, Lou Procopio has a slight lead over Billy Vogel. Meanwhile, Nick Getz is up against it. All right, that sound means it's now time for Joe versus Pro, brought to you by Breeders' Cup, where Tristan and I pick our horses and try to guess who's going to win this next hand. Tristan, since you're the underdog, I'll let you go first.
Well, I guess I'll go with the underdog. I'll go with Nick Getz. He only has 600,000, a little more than that, but he is on the button, and the button is power 3-handed.
All right, I'm going to pick Lou Procopio. Action's going to start off in this hand on Nick.
Why'd you pick Lou?
I like his blue shirt.
Okay. Well, I think Billy has a blue shirt. Just shows you your good reasoning for picking your horse. You're already behind in this.
I always pick my horse by the color. Nick has raised it up. Billy's out of here. See, if I'd picked Billy, I'd have lost already.
Yeah, that's not blue. That's turquoise.
It's light blue. Are we going to argue about everything? Is that how this segment's going to work?
No, I just hope I'm right most of the time.
Can't argue with results. Meanwhile, my horse has got a decision.
See, look at that tail right there.
The nose scratching tail?
Yeah, weakness.
Horses can't scratch their own noses. Since mine can, I think he's already way ahead.
Well, it's okay. I have control of the pot right now. Well, my horse does at least. And that's always awesome.
The flop is Jack 5-5. Action on my boy Lou. Checks.
Oh, go ahead, Nick. Get it. C-bet this. Oh, maybe he's trapping. He could be trapping.
He's not trapping. He is weak. The turn. Queen of clubs. Now, I can't decide right now whether or not Lou has quad 5s or an open-ended straight flush draw. And that's why he's firing 85,000.
Let's go, Nick. Don't be bullied.
I'm all in.
Yeah, see? You can't win now unless he has a better hand.
Well, I guess my only option is to root for Lou to call.
Oh, look at that. There's a nose scratch again. Oh, he's moving all around his face now to the lips and the ear. Joe, I think you're done here.
I think you're right, and I don't even think it's going to be a photo finish.
Yeah, Lou's giving this one up, it looks like. Close, yes! I will take my victory, Joe.
And the rich get richer. Let's see what these guys actually had.
Pros win like usual. And look at that. Nick did have the better hand. Wow. Did he have the straight flush draw you were talking about?
Lou was completely dominated from jump. I run so bad.
You do. But you also play bad, Joe.
Even though I lost, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Breeders' Cup. You can check out the Breeders' Cup World Championships at Santa Anita Park, November 2nd and 3rd. Now back to the pokers. Blinds now up 15,000, 30,000 with a 5,000 ante. Billy Vogel is UTG. He is out of there.
UTG also being the button 3-handed.
That's right. Action now on Lou in the small blind. Lou's holding 8-6 offsuit. He limps in.
You have a 3?
That's okay. I don't think Nick's going to get too frisky.
Nick checks his option in the big blind with king deuce to the flop. 8 ace 5. Lou flops middle pair.
Yeah, that's one of the better flops for Lou. It's unlikely Nick has an ace here.
Blind on blind, middle pair, very strong hand. It goes check, check.
Very quickly, if I had an ace in Nick's spot, I would at least consider any kind of draw.
Ace on the turn.
Safe card for Lou here. He can either bet, try to get some value, or check and disguise his hand still. His hand's pretty strong here.
Lou has decided to go for value. He bets 35K. Nick makes the call with king high.
The turn call here with king high isn't that bad. Lou could just have nothing and just be stabbing at the pot.
Ace on the river. Nothing changes except for the fact that Lou now has a full house.
Yeah, Lou has a full house. He really has nothing to be worried about here. He should bet this river almost always.
You don't think Nick's ever turning up here with an ace or a bigger pair?
Nick never has an ace here. He might have a 5 here, and like you see, he could call with king high on the river. Since he's calling the turn, the ace kind of improves his hand, so the king high might be justified in calling the river if he doesn't think Nick has a better hand than king high.
Well, Lou has bet for value, 105,000.
Yeah, and this is a good bet. It's a great bet by Lou. Really, Nick could call here with a 5. It's unlikely Nick has anything stronger than an 8. If he has 9s, 10s, or better, he would never just check pre-flop, and I don't think he would check deuces, 3s, 4s either. So Nick might trick himself into calling here, but calling with king high, it's tricky. I mean, he can beat a lot of hands that don't make any pairs.
Think about calling it with a hand I'd call him with.
Oh, he tells Billy that he's thinking about calling Lou with the same hand he called Billy with.
King high.
King high. King high is powerful at times, and this is one of those times where it is a lot stronger than you think. But it would be the wrong call.
Will Nick make the hero call?
He's really agonizing over this call, but it is one of those spots, and he is short on chips.
Put on the Superman outfit. He does make the hero call, and he sees the bad news from Lou.
Yeah, Nick gave him the acknowledgement at the end of the hand. He knew he was beat, but he also knew his position in the hand, calling with king high. It could have worked out for him there.
With that hand, Lou Procopio wins a pot worth 345,000, and he adds to his ever-growing chip lead.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more action from the Deep Stacks Poker Tour.
Delta 13, the true legend of Rex.
The Zoom is a unique lens attachment for Connect, which significantly reduces the play range needed to enjoy Connect. With the Zoom attached, you can now stand closer to your TV while still being accurately tracked by the Connect sensor. The Zoom's wide-angle lens enables two players to stand farther from each other at a distance